If you're tired of hearing the right is crazy when it's the left gunning people down. If you've grown weary of hearing white folks are bad and they're abusing the blacks and browns. If you're tired of listening to the media lies, it's time to wake up, patriot, and open others' eyes. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. If it makes you mad, they've like to stop the steal, where Republicans are the majority, but still they fail. Then might I suggest you get off your duff and put an end to this leftist stuff. Cause they're only winning when we have no voice. It's time to rise up and make some noise. We need an FBI that can be trusted. It's time the whole Obama crowd all gets busted. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Trixie, Sean, and Mark on Wake Up Patriots or Patriots After Dark. While you're listening there, you will have some fun, but you'll also learn how to get it done. Just read the comments, meet some friends, cause we've got a battle going on. Wake up, patriots, and grab your gun. Let's stand our ground, let's have some fun. It's time to remove the crazies, hopped up on crack. It's time to all stand up and take our nation back. Don't just stand there and watch the nation tumble. Go to Wake Up Patriots, it's there on Rumble. And maybe toss some change in the cup. And don't forget to give a big thumbs
up for Wake Up Patriots.
So wake up, patriots, and get her done. Do it for your daughter, do it for your son. It's for our kids, we must turn things back. It's time for action and not just smack.
Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Why didn't get out of bed running after that kid?
Yeah, I know. He probably did too, you know. I'm sure he could run, he could ride a lot.
You gotta give me that thing, that file so I can play it. No, so I can play it on when I'm gonna start my ride today, so I'm gonna put it on here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it's on my phone. I'll try to transfer it before we leave. So hello everybody, isn't it a nice day?
Good morning everybody. There'll be a short show.
Well, yeah, and we had Braden Sorbo, but he waited till after midnight to cancel on me last night, so I had to get up early and change everything around. So thanks for that one. So anywho, I hope everybody's ready for today. There's some of us that'll be seeing each other in person later. Some that won't, and the ones that won't, we're gonna miss you. That's not, you know, wish everybody could go. That would be really nice. You know, so Sean will be here, but you know, typical Sean, he'll be here when he gets here. Ready for a prayer?
Yep.
All righty. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations, and I will be exalted in the earth. And that is Psalm 46:10. Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
Any testimony I used to run like that, but thanks to the World Trade Center with my COPD, I couldn't run like that anymore.
But I bet you if you were chasing a lefty that was throwing a knife at your,
Oh shit!
your
No, that's what
run
happens.
that-
I'll run after him, get him, beat him, and then pass out on the floor with the.
or just do this, pew pew.
Mm.
Then you're all set.
Yeah, I have them.
Yeah. So well, so
Always packing.
yeah. All right, I think we need to do the pledge, and then we can get rock and rolling. You ready?
Yep.
We're gonna do it with Stacy again today because we're kicking off everybody going on the road and all that kind of good stuff. So, oh, here we go.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Amen. Come on, let's go have some fun.
Yes, let's go have some fun.
Let's go have some fun. Well, yeah. Oh, my bird likes her voice.
We just sit on the rock. Hope everybody likes my shirt. It says, yeah. Legend.
Legend. He is a legend. Look at the bloodbath that happened in Indiana last night.
Yeah, and everybody says MAGA's dead and Trump doesn't have the power. I put the statement on Indiana. We had Mike get on there as usual. Mike's the most negative person I ever saw in my life. Everything is, well, wait. You wait till the fat lady sings, everybody.
Yeah,
we'll win the house and the thing. I think this was a good warning to all these idiots that are in there, all the rhinos and stuff. So I think.
Well, yeah, some of the districts were flipped by it was bad. There was like 40% over on one of them, and they said 5 out of 7, but one was a toss up and one still isn't called yet. And then in my county alone, they had all the data center things, and they wiped out the whole county commission on that because of the data center votes and the NDAs they signed and everything. So that's a warning to all the other states that got primaries that are getting those data centers and the solar panels and everything.
The data center is going to have to go someplace. So
that's
the only way we're going to compete with China. So
we'll put them. Look at Gary, Indiana. They got an industrial base over there that's totally wiped out. There's like acres and acres of nothing. Why can't they go there?
Find a place to put it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Eventually, a lot of states are going to have it, no matter which way you turn.
Don't put it on the freaking farmland. That's so ignorant. They're like here. There was people that lived. The abatement was only 500 feet. There was people that had it right by in their yard.
The farmers are selling their land because they're not getting hit with the right stuff what they're supposed to get with the money and everything else. I mean, now there's a big investigation with the chicken and the cattle and everything else that get imports that like Tyson is importing chickens instead of getting it from the farmers in America. So those farmers are getting hurt. And Trump, and they bagged that, so Trump is straightening that one out.
Yeah, well, see, with our county, the people that were on the commission had the farmland and were making the money on the sale of the land. So that's bullshit. That's just total bullshit.
I don't care. It's money. That's what's great about China. China knows the weakness of the American people and all the politicians. That you come up with the cash.
I don't know. I didn't want it in my backyard.
I'm not like that either, but there's people that don't give a shit. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, I know that's a big problem. And you know what else is a problem? You got to listen to this shit. This is Megyn Kelly. I mean, something happened to her just as bad as Tucker.
Oh, I got to send you a video. I don't blow away.
Muslim viewers flocked. And once he said that he's sorry that he endorsed Trump, he regrets it and feels like he has to make amends. And his show is doing fine. It's not like he's hurting for audience, but I think he's understanding there may be some new listeners over here. Like he's gotten very, very popular lately, I read, with Muslim viewers because he's been standing up for Islam. And I have to tell you, Mark, it's been something I've noticed just since I've gotten sort of more clear-eyed on Israel, that a lot of the anti-Muslim rhetoric that's put out there originates with people who are very, very pro-Israel, who kind of need us to demonize them. And I've taken a look recently at my own rhetoric on this to say, like, have I been manipulated? I want to make sure I'm not getting manipulated. But I think he's having a lot of Muslim viewers flock to him. I know for a fact he has a lot of young men flocking to him. And so while he may have lost some contingent of the Fox News audience that's very, very pro-Israel and pro-Trump, and you can't say anything about Trump, for every one of those who leaves, there is another newer, younger audience member who does want to hear these traditional lines challenged and hear just new independent thinking. I mean, I'm experiencing some of that myself, and Tucker probably times 10.
What a turd.
Well, yeah. Hey, good morning, Sean. How are you? No voice. I can't hear you.
Unmute yourself.
What? I can't hear you.
We got to see if we can put Sean's head on top of that thing.
Oh, God. Don't do that.
I can do that. I think
I know you could. Good morning, everybody.
yeah, good dirty. Yeah. How do you like that shit with her? She's talking. She's sticking up for the Muslims. And put the.
Let me tell you something. A lot of money's coming from them countries, CAV and everything else. Well, there's a lot of
guitar, not the one you play, the country you live in, right? They're
QUATAR.
Yeah, and you know what got me? She was talking to Mark Halperin. I never liked Mark Halperin. I think he's such a little turd. And then that's who's all right, teachers. Jesus.
Megyn Kelly goes back and forth. She's like on the fence, and she goes to one side, back to the other side. It's like it's almost like
I think she looks at what I think she looks at is the what do you call the people in her chat. If she loses a couple, she'll change her.
No, but it's almost like you ever watch a NASCAR race, like when they're doing the draft, and the guy will move over here because the other group is getting up, and he comes to cut them off. Right. That's what she does. She goes back and forth. Listen, she does have some good things, but I don't know if she's really I think she's she's in it for the money. I don't think she's in the fight. There's people that are in the fight. He's not one that's in the fight. Scott Pressler, he's in the fight, right?
Scott. Kudos to Scott for Indiana.
Yep. Oh. So he's in the fight, but Megyn, she's not really in the fight. She's kind of reporting stuff, and Tucker, he's not in the fight. People may have thought he was, but he's not. That's where people have to understand who these people really are, and that's the thing. So I think people are realizing now, though.
Did you see where Tucker was basically called Trump the Antichrist, and he was doing an interview, and she said he said that, and he says no, I didn't. And then she goes ahead and starts quoting exactly what he said, and then he comes up with some bullshit answer. Yep. I mean, I don't know what happened to him. I mean, something serious happened to him, but unless he was just like what you said, taking it for the money from the very beginning. And Megyn Kelly, I mean, she didn't like Trump, then she did like Trump. Now she don't like Trump. I don't know.
I mean, look at Laura Loomer, right? People say she's a little crazier, but Laura Loomer's in the fight. Laura Loomer is in the fight, and she's exposing a lot of these people for things. I mean, she's been after Tucker before, probably good 4 months, 6 months before it really started coming out about Tucker. So she's been exposing him. So I don't know how she does it, but she's exposed a lot of people for shit. Yeah, with Candace Owens, she's all over her. So, but that's the thing. If people are in the fight, you got to kind of listen to a little bit, I think.
I agree, 100%. I agree.
The other side, who's it? PS Money says that demons got a hold of Tucker. Yeah, well, he said he had that visit by a demon or something in the middle of the night and everything. So I don't know. Maybe they took over his soul or something like that. But who knows? I mean, look at you're talking about Loomer in the fight. She's still fighting. Her and Roger Stone are still still going at it.
Yep. And I see Red said that Loomer's a grifter is taking money. Well, everybody's getting, all those people are getting money. There's no doubt about it. They're all getting money for something. That's what they're doing. I mean, you could talk about everybody if it talks about money. You could talk about General Flynn. He takes money, right? You talk about all those people that are up there. Sadly, money is money, right? You need money, but I still think she's kind of in the fight. I mean, I don't believe everything she says, but for the most part, she's been.
Let's shoot that fucking bird.
What's that?
Well, my bird's
Shoot
going
that
nuts.
bird. Should have kept it covered.
Peaches,
Anyway.
Peaches is in the fight. Look, I mean, Peaches is like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm over here fighting.
Peaches is annoying. There's a difference between being annoying and in a fight.
You want me to go cover? I'll go cover her. You keep
No,
talking.
no, leave it. It's fine.
No,
Leave
leave
it.
her now. Leave her now.
Well, you know what? She's gonna squawk even if I cover her anyways because she hears us talking.
Anyway, so we're very proud of Indiana. Very nice. Scott Presley did a great job. The RINOs got slapped, and that's a warning to all of them. You know, there's all this shit coming out. President Trump's endorsement don't mean anything, and MAGA movement is weak, and all this shit. I think this proved a big awakening to all those other RINOs.
You're right,
And
George.
they're fighting to get rid of Toon. So that's good. Johnson is on the is another guy that just filed too about removing Toon. So if they get enough senators, and I think what I think should happen is what do you call
Wait,
it?
before you go to Toon, before you go, you just said something that was I think was huge, and I think it was huge because of the psyop that's been going on with all this anti-Trump rhetoric. People are leaving Trump. What you said is huge. Last night was a statement, especially in Indiana. All those Trump-backed people that won primaries over the people that had the seats.
Right.
That's huge. That shows you that there's still people totally behind Trump, and the media and the psyop people that are trying to make it. I think kind of
well, look at the numbers just for the SAVE Act, right? You even got Democrats, the same stuff. They're for the SAVE Act. You got all they showed the numbers of amount of Republicans and MAGA and Democrats and independents, how much they want the SAVE Act on. But they just ignore it. And then the whole thing is they took up voting on the Republican and MAGA, the followers of Trump. You know, like 90% of them are okay with what Trump is doing. It's what happened is you got all these assholes out there like Alex Jones. He's looking for money, and negativity.
That's a great point. How much money did he lose when he went bankrupt and got sued for that stuff?
So they must have said to him, "Yeah, so this is the deal. Listen, Alex, why don't you do this? Bait people, get them into your fucking group, right? And then we'll give you the money to get you out, and then talk all this shit and trash the shit." And he's got a big following. He's got a lot of people that are like radical, like already they kill people and stuff like. But people do not understand. People do not understand about the play. Oh, Trump is giving up the ceasefire. No, the ceasefire was very good because Israel and America decided to arm their stuff up more, replenish all their ammunition.
But also, you know what? I thought about this as a ceasefire because none of us know all the stuff behind the scenes, right? But they bombed and took out so much military stuff. They decimated their military. There's still things. They still have some rockets. They still have some stuff. But they took out so much military targets that really what was left to take out? If they took out the power companies and all that kind of stuff, that really hurts the people. They don't want to hurt the people. They just want to hurt the regime and the military.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why they brought it to the table. The whole thing is that with the now they did another stupid move. What do you call? And that's the radical ones that they bombed UAE, which is great because what happens is it forces them into the plan with Trump, and the problem is that the Americans are the ones that helped them build the infrastructure to get this fucking oil. They didn't do it by themselves. They don't have the intelligence. They walk around with sheets all over their body. They didn't have the mentality to get the oil out of the ground. It was American oil companies that they did discovery and all that stuff and everything else. So, and the whole thing is, by right, they should have had, how can I say, they should have had like a thing that alliance to the United States because of what they found for them, millions and millions of dollars. Iran's losing $435 million a day. They got 49 tankers in the ground. In the ocean there, in the Straits of Hormuz. But not only that, the food supply and emergency stuff is not getting through either to Iran. So what the blockade is working.
Well, I mean, they could do air stuff, right? They could fly stuff in on transport planes. Or
No, they can't. Not allowed. It ain't happening. There's what do you call the air is all done by domination of the United States. Nothing's going to fly in there.
All right,
I
thought I saw some things going in with some.
Yeah, well, they got humanitarian aid, but they're watching that because to make sure the humanitarian aid, like they did the last time, fucking missiles in there.
No, yeah.
They had some humanitarian missiles.
I know what a humanitarian missile is.
What is that?
I'll tell you Friday.
Okay.
I got to be careful. Hey, you know what? The kind of fighters we need.
No, we don't care.
Oh,
We don't. We don't.
what do you mean you don't care? I want to show you you sent it to me, so you should be happy. So this is the kind of fighter we need on our side.
Not the American way. These damn bills that come out here all the damn time come out here at the last second, and I got to try to figure out how to vote for my people. How ashamed are you? Should be. You should be ashamed of yourselves. I'm sick of it. Every year we give power to one person. It was not made that way in the Constitution. He was around when it was written. Now we pass rules that stop each one of us. Enough! I feel like somebody trying to be released from Egypt. Let my people go! My God, they sent me here to vote for them. They sent me here to vote for them, to argue for them. But I'm trapped. I'm trapped by rules that have been forced down our throats. Folks, we live in a democracy, but not here. But not here. So you go back and you tell your people, I'd like to do that, but the speaker has so much power, so much control, and each one of us do it in their districts. And have to go back and say that. And you can say on your side of the aisle, oh, no, that's not the case. But yes, you do. All of us know you got to deal with it. When's it going to stop?
You see the woman in the back? It's like she didn't give a shit. She really didn't care.
I thought she was going to get ready to hide that lady for a second.
Oh, please. More people got to do that. I let me tell you something. You got to see what goes on in these places like the states and everything else. You got a group. You face the House members, and then you got the Senate members of the House, right? Of say the capital of Florida, Tallahassee, which I've been there a few times. I don't want to put it further in my cap, but these pieces of shit they look at you like, what are you going to do about it? And I told them, I said, I'm representing 1.5 million voters. The bikers. You're talking about there's 850,000 registered bikers, motorcycles in Florida. Believe it or not, California's got more. But 850 registered motorcycles in Florida. You got wives and you got kids. So you got about 1.5 million voters. And then you got State Farm gets up and said, well, our constituents are getting discounts on their auto insurance. And I'm looking at him, and what he was a lawyer that represented the insurance companies, and he gets $1.5 million for $2 million just to represent insurance companies.
It's not a bad gig.
So why did you cut back on the all these basketball players and everybody come in? Do you really need basketball players to tell you about insurance, which insurance to buy? Really? Or football players or baseball players? And they can't even wear their uniforms because the ones that they play for has to get a kickback. So now they're pocketing all the money. But they're costing us money. If they didn't pay all these people, they got to pay millions of dollars to make them, sponsor their
endorsements. They feel endorsements, sell. They figure, I guess, if some baseball player is telling you that he uses State Farm, that people are going to say, "Oh, I'll go get State Farm." But
yeah, I'll State Farm.
It's crazy. What's the poll there? What's that say?
Yeah, I know what it's going to be. Should the Senate remove soon immediately?
Hey, Sean, look at my shirt.
Oh, look at that. I like that, George.
Collect this.
Legend. I think we're gonna have a unanimous one in the chat with that poll coming up.
That's why I thought I put that one up, because I know we'd get a win just like Indiana did.
Yeah,
Bloodbath.
I'm proud to say I'm the first one to put a 1 in the chat, followed by 1 citizen. Yeah, that should be 1s across the board. Hey, can I share something? I don't know if I sent this to you yesterday, Trixie, but this was going around Facebook, and it's from my county, so I'm not happy about it, but it's from my county here in New Jersey, and it's a vehicle, and in New Jersey here, it's some wacko. Check this license plate out. See it?
Oh,
Yeah.
So if you can't see it on the
I
screen,
know what it means.
F Donald Trump, 8647.
A647. Wow.
Now, could you imagine if that was somebody driving around with that about Obama or Biden or whatever? They would, their car would be firebombed. So somebody put this on Facebook. I'm sure as this person's driving around, they'll probably get some hack. But I can't believe that the state DMV allowed it. That's my state of New Jersey, Florida for Trump. That is in my county as well. It was the picture was taken about 15 minutes from where I live, 20 minutes. But that's crazy, isn't it? That the state DMV even allows that.
I would have to pass that car with a key.
I hope I hope some people maybe like obviously I'm not saying do any damage. I'm not saying that, but
I'm not saying either. I just said
New Jersey. We have a state bird that's we're known to have the state bird. That's the middle finger.
Yeah.
So I hope a lot of people show that person the state bird as they're driving around or what have you.
The best thing is to fill up a balloon with oil and then throw it on his windshield so he can't see where the fuck he's going.
You know what another one is? Put a potato in the exhaust pipe.
Or a banana in the exhaust pipe. Remember Beverly Hills Cop? They put the banana in.
Yeah, but yeah. Or you could take off the hubcaps if they had.
Did you hear Obama is thinking about maybe running?
Running for what?
President?
Again?
So like he didn't fuck up this country as it is anyway.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's blaming Trump for his marriage problems too. I think maybe the chef had something to do with that.
Yeah, maybe, or yeah.
Well, I think what happened is the chef came in and saw Mikey, Michelle as Mikey, and says, "Oh my, look at that thing."
Or maybe the chef came in and seen Barry Obama with somebody else.
Oh, maybe the chef, the woman,
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. Now,
hey, did you see he opened up his? He was looking at his place where his monument is, whatever the fuck that place is.
Oh yeah,
he had Luke Skywalker with him.
It
looked like one of the things in his in Star Wars.
The whatchamacallit, the Obama running again, so he's looking to be his 4th term then.
Yep. Well, he had.
The people in Chicago are pissed off and everything. Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
People in Chicago and everything are pissed off of that too. I've seen they've been protesting in front of his library every single day, and they're telling him, you displaced people to put this piece of shit up, and
a cemetery. It was supposed to be for a veteran cemetery.
Yeah,
a future veteran cemetery.
Oh, was it?
Yep, for black people.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what
but
yeah,
they talk about Trump being. You hear him talk about Trump being a narcissist. Obama's the biggest narcissist. Trump accomplished a lot of things, right? Obama accomplished the presidency. I mean, that's a big thing, but it's not where Trump.
He accomplished dividing the country.
He accomplished getting a Nobel Peace Prize. He got a Nobel Peace Prize for nothing, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but he caused all the division. I mean, he was good at that. That's the one thing he was good at. I mean, he was effective.
Remember they used to say when Obama left, there was like a meme going around, 8 years, 0 scandals.
I had this guy say,
that's all because of the press, right? Like the Fast and Furious, nobody knew about that. His AG line, contempt of Congress, they didn't say about that. Now you got the biggest, issue since Watergate with the spying on Trump and really treasonous activity of what he did as president.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't sound like there was zero scandals to me. But
it's going to be a log list here pretty quick if everything.
A guy posted on my page. He said there was 11 assassination attempts Obama, but it was handled differently. That's why we didn't know about it.
Well, if that's the case, there's a lot of probably shit that we didn't hear about with Trump. I remember Bongino talking about how nervous he was for him. This was before anything ever happened, because there was a lot of things that were thwarted and they kept it out of the press, I guess. But
you want to see what Trump said about it? The lion. He's the lion roar. The lion's the king of the jungle. That's
George, did you see what was going on in New York yesterday?
Well, with the ICE agents, with the
no, it's something else now. Now there's a Free Palestine thing going on. Here, George,
another one.
Up. Where's the busting through stuff?
Yeah.
Look at him busting through. Look.
And the majority of them are white women.
Yep.
Isn't that amazing?
Whoops.
Well, they're going to be emboldened in New York.
What about that? You see that one about the judge, that white judge down in Texas approved that? Well, I think that's I think that's bullshit. But she approved for them to build that big complex, Islamic complex.
Mm-hmm.
The people who are saying there was we lost another seat to a Muslim, a Senate seat to a Muslim, and everybody's complaining. Oh yeah, I forgot which state it is. I think was it Michigan?
Could be, because they got lots of them.
But the whole thing, it doesn't matter. If the Bushes, the favorite people of the Bushes, did not didn't pass that Muslim that the Muslims could run, it would have been okay. But due to the fact. Yeah, you go. Yeah, post this one. This is pretty good. I forgot who this was.
Oh yeah, I seen that yesterday.
I donated to Tim Burchett. You had on Facebook about. I just hate to give to that fucking WinRed.
Yeah.
But
I get so many texts from WinRed, I can't get them to stop. And then I get text from them that says, Sean, are you tired of seeing the text? Click here and donate now. Are you freaking kidding? I must get like 8, 10 of them a day. I can't.
Guess what? They don't give the money to exactly the candidates that they put the money to.
You know what Red does? She just types back profanity and they take her right off the list. So there must be. You want to know where some of that money? Check this shit out. Nancy Mace, they released part of the sexual sex fund list already. So this is the first list that's come out. I'm going to read it. So 338,000 is all they're talking about right now. 9 members' name. And this was anything before 2004 was destroyed. 357 members voted to keep it hidden. 2007, Rodney Alexander, 15 grand. Carolyn McCarthy, 2 cases and 1 settlement for $8,000. She was doing on a female, which is like, this is even crazier. Eric Massa, 1, 2, 3. John Conyers, Blake Farrenhold, John Conyers again for severance pay, just probably get his ass out of there. And then Patrick Meehan, 2 cases resulting in there with severance pay too. And on top of that, Swalwell, now that he, everything that's going on, he's still texting chicks and sent somebody a picture of him masturbating. I mean, what the hell?
I guess he's looking for donations for his next campaign. Maybe he's doing that, right?
Maybe he's looking for having a kid at someplace.
But you know what?
He ought to just go to a sperm bank if that's all he wants to do and get some money from that way.
That list that came out, I think, is a bullshit list. I think that's an appetizer, right? That's damage control, just to kind of put it out there.
Yep.
Because all those people wouldn't have voted against it if that was the only list. There's definitely more there. Definitely.
Oh my gosh, yeah. That's just
It's a total of $50 million.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So there's
so
got to
that-
be more.
Yeah, like you said, though, it's an appetizer. That's a teaser, and I wonder how much there's infighting, going on around with that shit. Because nobody remember they don't have about the backdoor shenanigans in there, and that was a lot of it.
Watch what you're saying about backdoor about this now. Wait a minute.
Well,
Yeah,
They're
don't get
backdoor
back.
shenanigans.
backdoor.
Take it easy
Well,
with
that's
the
what it is. There was a lot of the backdoor shenanigans, and that's why you could take that two ways. But that's why there was payouts.
So do they, jerks. They take it two ways too.
Yeah, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
I know it is, and that's again, taxpayers are caught holding the dime.
God holding your God
Hey,
holding.
everybody, the show's going to shut off at 9:30. Just to let everybody know.
Oh yeah.
Well, yeah, and what?
Okay. No, I since we're all traveling today, and we talked earlier in the week about that plane, the United plane, which I'm flying on today, United out of Newark Airport.
Check the highest.
That's why I'm going out of Newark. But a video, this is true. A video footage. I just put it up here to pull it up. This is of the plane coming in. Right now, if you look underneath the plane, that's the New Jersey Turnpike. See my mouse
Yeah.
right here. I travel that all the time for work, and you see these planes come over top of you. You're like, holy shit, right? Here's the video. The exact plane coming over. Here it comes. Slow motion.
Look, I just missed the fucking trailer.
No, I hit the trailer.
No, but I just said,
Yeah.
you got to make believe it missed the trailer.
That happened in Detroit, though. Do you remember when that happened in Detroit, like about 20 years ago? Because it comes in like that. It killed people.
I just can't help it. I can't take it.
What can't you take?
No, the song, remember?
Oh, hey, why we got to pause here? How about this?
Thumbs up, or I'll make you an offer you can't refuse.
What was that? I'll drink to that. His George's offer. Is that what that was? You're like, ooh.
Yeah, I'll drink to that. And
Yeah.
instead of dropping the mic, I dropped the champagne. So that's a good one. But though that what you're talking about, I can't understand how the plane wasn't screwed.
After that drink, I had this.
I can't understand how the avionics on that plane weren't screaming when he came in that low. You know?
I'm telling you, there's times I've taken pictures as I'm driving, which I should be doing.
Pause here. How about this?
But you see him fly in, you're like, holy shit! Like, I mean, is this going to be like an accident? Let me get this on video or something. It's crazy.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to have been on the plane looking down and saying, "Oh, you could see everything."
All the people put their feet up as the plane was coming down. They didn't want to hit anything.
Right?
So that magistrate judge that said he felt bad for that jerk off that tried to kill President Trump was a Muslim.
Really? Why is
And
that?
the other one is
And the bow
Mandami.
tie. Let me ask you guys, can I ask a question to you guys in the chat? Every video I seen with this guy, he was in the bow tie, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a conservative thinker, and maybe I'm wrong, wearing a bow tie.
You know? Who? Wait.
agree with me on that?
Yeah.
Tucker used to wear the bow tie, remember?
Well,
And he
I
was
just
very
said
conservative, and then he
conservative.
went off the deep end.
Yeah. So there you go.
But there was a
So you
Congress-
just
no, there
wear
was a
bow tie,
congressman-
you wear.
No, there was a Republican congressman that wore a bow tie. I'm trying to think who it is.
There's that really old economist too that used to come on. That's real right wing.
Oh yeah, the guy with the glasses.
Yeah, and he wears a bow tie all the time. He's a kind of a cute little old guy.
Well, Mandami's chasing a lot of people out of New York.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I just never seen like anybody ever see with a bow tie on. They're usually that type
Well,
of.
you know who used to do wear the bow ties?
Liberal,
The followers of what's his name? Louis Farrakhan.
Farrakhan,
yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
He might be a follower. That's why he wears the bow tie to show that.
yep, could be.
There's
So,
follower and following and followist and follow this.
and followed.
And fellows follow.
Red said, "What part of Zaid Faruqi had you doubting, George?" What part? That was good.
It's the type of guy that I like to punch him right in his glasses to give him contact lenses for free. That's the type of guy. He said you can see that when he speaks, he's an arrogant piece of shit. And it's like, and guarantee he's not a citizen of America. He's what do you call?
I think he is.
No. He's a citizen, but not an ABC, not American born, not an ABI, not a Muslim. ABM.
Yeah, he might.
ABM, that's it. You know what that BM stands for? That's perfect acronym. ABM. A shit.
No, that's what he is. Anyway,
Bowel movement.
the whole thing is, what right does a magistrate have to make a decision on an attempt on the president's life? You should have heard Janine Perry. Janine Perry was pretty good.
She's always good. Yeah, she's been fighting against that guy for a while. So
She loves bikers.
I love Janine.
She got two big ass dogs. The poodles.
I think she's got 3 actually.
No, one of them died. I think one of them.
Oh, did it? Yeah.
Yeah, but she's good people. A lot of people didn't like her, but she's got that attitude of New York. And when you have that attitude of New York, not too many people like you.
I met her. I told you I met her before.
Yeah, I remember
We're
the
a friend, and I spent some time with her, and I left more loving her than I did on TV because she's so real.
Oh yeah, she's a sweetheart. Yeah.
I said to her, I said, it must be tough going into that building every day with all those kooky liberals probably working there. And she said, "F them. I got a job to do, and I'm going to do it without them or with them." Like, yeah, she's driven. So she's not.
I'll tell you what she'd be good at. All right, and this is my opinion again. Either a spot for the attorney general, she would be up.
Oh, she'd be a great attorney general, absolutely.
But again, but this is the problem, and this is in D.C. People are afraid to pick somebody, okay, because they're afraid that the Senate's not going to approve them. Instead of saying "fuck the Senate," you go up there and let them fight it out, and they have to have no choice in the matter. That they're going to have to pick them. Why are you afraid? That's what happened with Whittaker at the time. He was good, the kid. Oh, my buddy.
Look at that. Ken Paxton receives 48% compared to Cornyn's 45%, while 7 remain undecided. So that's just the poll. So he's, what is it said? The 3-point gap leaves him slightly ahead.
He's going to win. Don't worry about it. He's going to win.
I know. That's why I was sharing it. I was just happy.
Because Corcoran there needs a corn pop up his ass with the, what do you call it?
I'm surprised it's even that close, honestly.
Well,
they got to make it. Because Corcoran's got a lot of power in Texas.
Cornyn's a turd.
Yeah.
Cornyn's a turd.
Take a letter, Maria. Address it to me. Oh, but I like to address some people. I love.
Tell us
for this show, you need that right on the favorites bar. That one. That, and I can't understand a word he's saying.
What? This
I can't understand a word he's saying. It's not it's the accent. It's a little bit tough for me to hear.
I don't even understand the word I'm saying.
I have like on the right, I got some stuff that I can pull up.
Let me explain something. I got to explain to you right now.
No,
this woman
for George.
Like this woman Trixie, right? Or Tracy, whatever the hell the name is. She loves and she says no. She's full of shit. She loves to be in control. Let's look at that. Look. See the smile? See, when a woman lies, she smiles. Look, see? That's it.
Yeah, she's got a little devil in her, I think, George. Yeah, there's a little devil in
Look
there.
at,
I don't know.
keep talking, George. Keep talking. I muted him.
Oh, was it muted?
Yeah.
So,
I know sign language.
George, Tracy has a gong. She can gong you anytime.
She hasn't used that in a long time.
No, because I got my Bucky Beavers up there.
Oh, there you go. What's the
Bucky
beaver
Beaver.
have to do with
You know
it?
what I'm gonna do? We're gonna get that thing that you can hang it up. You know that the bar that you can hang up the gong.
Yeah, then I can put it like back here and go
Yeah.
bang like that because
Yeah,
I
that's
knock
it.
it off the
Well, look
bookshelf
on-
every
look
time
on
I go.
Amazon. See if they got one.
Yeah. Yeah. That would be a good idea. Hey, you know what, George? I got something to say to you.
You know,
George is shell shocked.
Right.
He's like,
I got a new one.
I just love those babies. I never because he always looks at me and goes.
bringing up
Because it's
Bucky's.
true.
I can't wait. I'm going to hit a Bucky's on Saturday, it looks like. So I'm looking forward to that.
Stacy hit one in Alabama on her way to Georgia.
Oh, she's en route now?
I think no, she's already checked in me. She sent me a picture of a Bucky. She's got a Bucky's like that with the America 250 with the flag.
Okay.
And then I got one. I got the 250 flag.
Well, I seen she put in the chat that she was smoking in the non-smoking section in the hotel, and I thought that was like a future desire of hers, but I guess that was actually present that she was actually smoking in the non-smoking section. Stace, don't get us thrown out before we get there.
Yeah.
Mark just got an email that there's some shenanigans going on with people in our group.
Yeah. Well, Stacy's very independent and a very strong-willed person. And if
That's
somebody
right.
told her she couldn't smoke, she'd probably kick their ass. So that would be about as far as it would go.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to piss Stacy off. That's for sure. Hey, did you see Marco Rubio yesterday? What he was doing?
Oh, the press secretary or the DJ?
Well, he was doing that too, but then he found time to do the Cinco de Mayo thing going on.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, George, you should have had your hat on yesterday for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, I forgot.
George, you missed it.
Yeah.
I even have the Mexican flag that I wear my ass with.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I seen where he was doing the press conference and it got so far out of hand with
that was
everybody
funny.
putting their hands up and everything. Yeah. I
That
thought it
was
was
good. I have to say that was good.
Yeah.
Did you hear everybody screaming? It's like, ah!
Yeah. I thought it was great.
Yeah. It's Rubio's funny though. All these different memes, I'm cracking up.
You asked a question on the side chat over here, Sean.
Yeah.
And before you came on, I was saying,
Braden.
Yeah, he waited till after midnight to cancel on me, so I had to get up this morning early and change everything around on our programming.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he didn't show up.
Typical 24-year-old then.
Yeah, yeah. It's like
I was looking forward to talking to him because Christian's 24. He's a conservative young guy. They probably I was looking forward to talking to him. So
well, I know I was looking forward to you guys talking to him too, so I could just like kick back today and just watch you guys.
there you go.
Yeah, so it didn't happen that way, but that's all right. That's okay.
Well, hopefully we see him again. Or see him not again. See him soon. Right?
Yeah, I know. I wanted to hear about the.
That was great. I tell you one thing, I was
masculinity.
very impressed by him. He's a very well speaker too.
Well, yeah, he would embrace masculinity. You guys could have talked about your toxic masculinity and how big your balls are and all that kind of stuff.
Well, no, I could have told him when I noticed when the hair grew on my balls. I could tell him what year that was, and when I started getting hair on my chest, I knew exactly
What year it went gray.
Yeah.
So, George, you were talking about the judge. I just found a tweet. So this kind of tells you where he was born at and everything. Tricks, if you want to bring it up real quick. It says today is UN International Migrants Day. This was 5 years ago, it looks like. A day to recognize migrants throughout the world who sacrificed so much to live a better life. My mom, dad, mother-in-law, father-in-law, and doctor wife. Oh, that's one of them. He's got a doctor wife.
No.
All immigrated to the United States. I admire them for the leap of faith they took That's more courage than I have. My uncle got here first and had nowhere to stay, so the true Desi fashion, he opened a phone book at O'Hare Airport and cold called people with Indo-Pak names until someone agreed to let him crash at their home. Wow. How about
Without
that?
a backpack.
Yeah. They told him to come in without the backpack. So
Hey, play that video there. Here's a new one you can start in with.
Oh, and there's even a bird in the background. That's funny.
is that supposed to be Alan over there? Alan laughing at you guys? Papa Bear in the mix?
Yeah.
And Peaches behind Papa Bear? I think you need a Peaches cam. I think you gotta get a camera on Peaches right on the what do they call it? The perch.
Yeah.
Peaches when she goes crazy and stuff, bounces up.
Did you ever hear that joke that the guy wanted to find out about his wife cheating? So he wanted one of these smart, these parrots that talk and everything else. So he goes into the store and he goes, I want to buy a parrot. The guy says, what do you want a parrot for? He says, because I know my wife is cheating and I got to get something. He said, well, I only have one parrot left. He says, what is it? He said, well, the parrot's got no legs, no feet. He said, how's he holding on? He said, well, So he goes, I'll take it. So all of a sudden, he takes the parrot home. He goes on a business trip, comes back, and the parrot goes, hey, Joe, I got to tell you something. He said, what happened? He says, well, this guy came over and started kissing your wife. Yeah, and then what happened? He said, well, they took off all their clothes. Yeah, and then what happened? They were going to start to do it. Then what happened? What happened? He says, I fell off the perch.
No, that's a good
That's
one.
That's good. That's funny, George. That's a good one.
Here.
You hear the audience.
Yeah. Oh, Rudy.
And God bless everybody on the long trip, wherever they're going.
Yeah, did you hear Rudy Giuliani? It was pneumonia that got him hospitalized.
That's what they're saying.
I like to fix him up on that if they catch him.
Ventilator, right? They're saying he's off the ventilator. I guess he's still in serious condition or what have you, but he's a.
Where is he in New York or is he in Florida? He's in Florida.
Right? He's in Florida.
Yeah, it's really easy for the older people to get pneumonia like that. I mean, they could just the cold and it can go into pneumonia so fast. And plus, when he had all them injuries and everything, his immune system's right down. Oh, speaking of that, did you see about the cruise ship with the hantavirus? Now was it 3 people died already, and it is the one they're positive of. It was human to human transmission. So,
and the best thing is that none of the ports want to take the ship.
Yeah, there was one.
There's a video of a guy somewhere. I saw it yesterday.
Yeah, he was crying. Yeah, he was really upset.
He was crying. I mean, it was sad to watch, but I mean, that's how does that even start? Like, what's this?
They said that one, human to human, is the one that comes from the Andes Mountains, and they were in Argentina.
They got punchback.
No, so somebody probably got it. If they were up in the mountains, there was probably somebody got it and then brought it on the ship and incubated. And now, on the ships, they tell you to take hand sanitizer and wipe the rails with those baby wipes or sanitizer wipes or something. Can you imagine being on that ship? I'd be scared to death because if you get it, it's a 40% death rate.
Well, the cruise that we went on, it was. I mean, they had every time you went into like the food areas or whatever, they had people squirting sanitizer as you were walking on your to put on your hands. I mean, it's I guess I don't know why it incubates so much on a ship. I guess because everybody's in close contact. Is that why?
Well, don't forget the air is circulating. The air conditioning air is circulating, and it's with your hands. It's very easy to transmit. You touch your mouth and you're breathing and stuff like that.
Well, aerosol too. I mean, somebody just has to sneeze in those close quarters, and
what do they call it? Spawns that come out.
Spores.
Spores, yeah.
Spores, yeah. Nuts. Well, I'm sure it spawns things.
Yeah.
The spores spawn.
Sporsy spawn. Right?
So make sure no one gets any viruses in Savannah.
Well, the only virus we're going to have in Savannah is going to be the MAGA virus or the rum bucket virus.
Well, there you go. Speaking
It
of,
could be either one.
speaking of the rum
Yep, I
bucket,
got it right in my. Yep, hey, Pastor Jack, I got it right in my suitcase.
I found a picture of George today. Oh, it's not on my phone now. I had it on here. Damn it! I found a picture of George with the rum bucket. I'll have to send it to you, Trix.
I got them all on my phone from.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, because you took them and then sent them to me.
That's right.
Yeah, because there was somebody that was drinking out of my rum
He
bucket.
saves everything.
Yeah, somebody
was drinking out of my rum bucket, and then somebody was drinking your rum bucket when you left.
sounds like a good country song.
Somebody's drinking out of my rum bucket.
I'll write that up. Somebody drinking out of my rum bucket.
Order for Trump says body condoms coming soon to a cruise ship.
Can
People walk around like the boy in the bubble or whatever.
you imagine a body condom? I mean, what?
One of my friends did that. He put
Go head first or feet first?
He put the condom around his neck and he was blowing in the bubble. And
Oh, that would be funny.
oh no, it was funny. When I'm in my younger days, the guy just stretches the thing out like this. He goes.
I gotta say, for next time, Mark was concerned with the waffle maker. I think we could scratch the waffle maker for a rum bucket maker.
Yeah, that's what you were saying last night. One of those, like, make them so they're slushies, the rum bucket slushies.
Yeah, that's what we need. That's what we got to find.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
that would be good.
Yeah,
That would be real good.
Because waffles don't make you happy, but rum buckets sure do.
I was smiling. I was smiling all day that day. I was smiling when I went and got the hat with Lana.
That's right. You guys, you girls came back with the hats.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a good time. Except we looked like Mutt and Jeff walking down the street because she's tall and I'm short. So she was able to get our way through.
Yeah, I wonder what you guys come back with this time.
Joe, better closing out the show.
Closing up?
Yeah, in a couple minutes. Yeah.
Well, just to reiterate, is MAGA dead? Here, Trix, pull this up. This is the Indiana rhinos that got buried last night, and MAGA candidates.
There was a slaughter. I mean, some of them were like 40 percentage points in indifference and everything. It was great.
Yep. If there's any doubt.
So I said the rhinos better warn. This is a warning to the rhinos.
Don't be wishy-washy.
Did you see the thumbnail for today? I got elephants chasing the rhinos on the thumbnail today.
I loved it. Yeah, I'll tell you what, you got some good thumbnails. I noticed the other day, I was going to say to you, some of them are really good.
Let me tell you something. I guaranteed Elon Musk dumped a lot of money for those candidates to run.
You know what? Maybe he did. Yeah, maybe he did.
Remember, he said it.
Yeah. And there's probably flies all over Pence right now after last night too.
Yeah, piece of shit.
Yeah, because his brother was in the state legislature here, and the only reason he got elected was because he ran on Mike Pence's name. That's the only reason he got in.
Yeah.
But, well, I guess. Yeah, thanks, Florida Trump. They are great thumbnails, aren't they?
It's time to say goodbye. Time. Gotta get my ass on a bike.
Yeah, well, I gotta get my ass to the airport.
Yeah, we'll do some close out.
My neighbor's gonna take me and hope I don't die on the way there.
I get my ass to work and then get wrapped up and then get my ass to the airport later on today. So
okay.
Everybody.
All right, everybody.
Have a great day. Yeah, we'll see everybody when we get down there tonight. The ones that are going, but we're gonna go out. Let's go out with a banger today because
banger.
Yeah, it's a banger. You know what it is. It's
a banger.
Yeah, it's a banger.
All right. Oh, it was good. Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah. That's George. He woke up this morning and got himself a gun.
That's the Jersey theme song. I call it the Jersey theme song.
Not one, but two.
Double banger. There's a double banger then. All right. Thanks for hanging with us, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow from Savannah, Georgia.
I got your cigar, Mark.
Everybody be safe traveling.
Sean, get your cigar.
Oh, look at I like it.
47.
Safe travel.